The Celtics and their opponent have combined to score over 214.5 points, the current matchup's total, in 66 of 82 games this year. A total of 68 Mavericks games this season, out of 82, have gone over 214.5 total points scored. These two teams average 238.5 points per game combined, 24.0 more than the over-under of 214.5. Opponents of the two teams average a combined 10.3 more points per game, 224.8, than this matchup's over-under of 214.5 points. Boston has been victorious in 62, or 79.5%, of the 78 contests it has been chosen as favorites in this season. Dallas has won in 11, or 36.7%, of the 30 contests it has been named as the odds-on underdog this year. The last two head-to-head meetings, Boston has a 2-0 record against Dallas. The Celtics also have a 2-0 record against the spread when facing the Mavericks. The Boston Celtics will look to take another step toward enhancing their winning legacy on Thursday when they host the Dallas Mavericks in Game 1 of the 2024 NBA Finals. The Celtics, who have long been the sportsbook betting favorite to win the NBA Finals, rolled through the Eastern Conference playoffs while absorbing just 2 losses. They are currently tied with the Los Angeles Lakers for most NBA titles with 17 but haven't won a championship since 2008. However, the surging Mavericks, who grinded their way to the NBA Finals as the number 6 seed in the Western Conference, are determined to collect their second title in franchise history. Boston is a 6.5-point favorite and the over-under for total points scored is 214.5 in the latest Celtics vs Mavericks odds from the Sportsline consensus. Before making any Mavericks vs Celtics picks for Game 1 of the 2024 NBA Finals, the Celtics already stood to have a significant depth advantage over the Mavericks in the NBA Finals, but that gap stands to perhaps get even wider with the anticipated return of versatile big man Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis was injured late in Boston's first-round series against the Miami Heat and was projected to return during the conference finals. But when the Celtics took control of that series, they chose to take a risk-averse approach and give the 7th-year pro even more rest ahead of the NBA Finals. According to numerous reports, Porzingis has participated in multiple full-contact scrimmages in recent practices ahead of Game 1 and is on track to return to live action. Whether he resumes his role as a starter remains to be seen, but he emerged as one of Boston's most important pieces throughout the season. Porzingis averaged 20.1 points, 7.2 rebounds and 2.0 assists per game in 57 regular season games. See which team to pick here. Why the Mavericks can cover. Dallas trade deadline acquisitions of both versatile forward P.J. Washington and defensive stalwart Daniel Gafford have been an enormous boost, as both have repeatedly come up big in the postseason. In addition, the insertion of journeyman Derrick Jones Jr. into the starting lineup was a catalyst behind Dallas leading the NBA in defensive efficiency for the last month plus of the season. The late evolution of perhaps the best supporting cast in the NBA served as a buffer for the emergence of LUKA Doncic and KYRIE Irving as one of the most dominant backcourts in playoff history. The playmakers have alternated taking over games in clutch time during the playoffs, and such an effort wasn't necessary as they led wire to wire in their 124-103 Game 5 closeout win over the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Doncic is averaging nearly a triple-double in the postseason, with averages of 28.8 points, 9.6 rebounds and 8.8 assists. Irving is putting up 22.8 points, 3.9 rebounds and 5.2 assists per game. So who wins Mavericks vs Celtics in